Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So let's get to the fact that makes your brain go, which is the most trusted brand by generation. So Gen Zers, Millennials, Gen Xers, and Boomers. And so Kenzie and Case guessed on Gen Zers. Kenzie guessed it'd be Uber and Lyft because they just get in the car and go wherever they want, wherever the world takes them. Wanderlust. And then Case thinks it's ChatGPT. Great answer, too. I'm going to say you're both wrong on that, by the way, on the trusted brands. But before we get to what you said, we'll get to what the listeners said here as far as I love that 773 checked in and said, for going for millennials, millennials' favorite brand is Yelp. They can't get enough of it. Of Yelp.
Oh, my God.
That could be their next commercial.
It's so good. Somebody also guessing the most trusted brand for boomers is Tylenol. There's some real funny answers here, but let's get to it. Should we do Gen Zers last?
Let's do Gen Z last. Let's go reverse chronological. Start with the boomers and go down to Gen Z.
So the boomers, the number one trusted brand for boomers is Procter & Gamble.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, it's kind of everything you eat and take, right? Like Procter & Gamble, I'm trying to think of their number one.
What's their hit?
Yeah, what's their... Because, I mean, you almost see it in every
Anything.
TV commercial.
Give me anything. Like, is it milk? Like, what is it?
Let's see. Procter & Gamble. How about this? Dawn dishwasher soap. Febreze.
Okay.
Charmin toilet paper.
I would have thought those were all their own brands. So you're telling me that's one brand?
They own all this stuff. They own Gillette razors, Tide detergent, Swiffers. Use Swiffers to sweep the floor. Pampers diapers. Use Pampers.
More of a Huggies girl.
Huggies, okay.
More stretch, but baby's got back.
That's your child.
They do Head & Shoulders shampoo. They do Duracell batteries. They have Procter & Gamble has like everything.
Bounty paper towels.
Yep.
This is the illusion of choice. You go into the supermarket, you think, oh my God, all these brands. Wrong. There's like 3 companies in the world. They own everything.
Now, to Kenzie's point, I wouldn't think
Were we supposed to pick one of those 3 companies? I didn't know that they existed.
That's the thing. I would have thought someone would have said Pampers or whatever,
Right.
not Procter & Gamble, but boomers said that. The next one, Lazy Boy.
Oh my God, yes.
Boomers love Lazy Boy chairs.
Ew. See, that's more, okay, now I'm caught up.
I got to say, and I've never said this before, but shout out to the boomers. They get Lazy Boy.
Oh,
And it's
hell
about
yeah.
time Gen Z embraces that as well.
God, Lazy Boys are great. When you go to that boomer's house and they have a Lazy Boy
Oh,
chair,
yeah.
you're not getting out of that chair. Bring me everything after that. The third most popular brand, or trusted brand, I should say, for boomers is Consumer Reports.
Oh my God.
Now, that used to be a great thing to go to when you were going to buy anything, Consumer Reports, to give comparisons. I didn't realize they were still around, because I thought, it was kind of the Yelp of their day, but people didn't do it. Actually, experts reviewed things and then gave you what you should buy. So there you go. That's the boomers' top 3. Gen Xers, my people, the Gen Xers, the most trusted brand is Campbell's Soup. And I got to say, I had a bad throat on Friday. I was a little rough, sounding like RFK Jr. on the air.
Yes, you did.
I went to Target by us, the Wild West Target on Broadway in Uptown. Got 4 cans of Campbell's Soup, ate it for 3 days. You know what? Throat's fine now.
Wow.
So it works.
Did you also get beef tallow? Because I know that's RFK's thing right now.
Wow. It's funny you said that because I thought about it. I saw it on the shelf, and apparently people are buying that up.
Oh, yeah. Well, make America healthy again.
Yeah. Beef tallow's like the stuff you put on for grilling, and it's like a fatty
yeah,
thing.
you
But it's,
put it on your face now to not look old, I guess.
is that right?
A lot of people are using beef towel as lotion.
Oh, good.
Do you smell beefy when you put it on your face?
No, you don't. I'm not using jars of beef tallow, but like
I don't believe
I've
you.
just seen it's like the popular thing to do. Like it's like this is what's saving people from looking old. This is what Selma Hayek uses. That's what
Wow.
I've seen.
love
I don't know
that.
if it's true.
Yeah. All right, so Campbell's Soup, the next couple with most trusted brands of Gen Xers, Speed Stick, deodorant, Stanley Steamer,
Carpet cleaner.
carpet cleaners, and a tie with third is Yahoo.
Okay.
Which I still have my Yahoo weather app, which is pretty accurate. We went through weather apps before. What do you have, Kenzie, on your phone? Was it weather
I
app?
have AccuWeather.
AccuWeather. I have that too, but it's like a sub weather app. I use Yahoo for the primary.
Okay.
What do you got, Case?
Why do you need 2?
I like to compare and see who's telling the truth.
Okay, so then you have to have a third as a deal breaker, right? In case they both say two different things.
I didn't think of that. I go outside for the third and just look at the clouds, like Bill Paxton in Twister.
Brian used to be Captain Yeager. Now he's got two weather apps to compare. That's his excitement level.
God, life has changed.
It has.
Let's get to millennials. Not Kenzie, because she's in her mid-20s. The brand millennials, they trust the most, more than other adults. Their trusted brand is Bitcoin.
There's no way.
100%. That's true. Their most trusted brand is Bitcoin, which I still don't understand. I've done all the research.
I don't even know what it is. I think it's like a game or something.
I want some. Or like 10 years ago, I wanted some, or 12 years ago, I wanted some. Now, if you get one, it's like 60,000 for one Bitcoin. I don't understand the mining of Bitcoin, how it hurts the environment. There's a hard drive. If you forget there's guys that have forgotten the passwords and have like $2 billion in there. I can't figure it out. I've read all about it. I've done the research. I still don't get it.
Yeah.
Do you get it?
No, because it's fake. It's not a real thing. We used to have these meetings at Q101 where people in charge would be like, well, concerts are just going to be NFTs and we're going to pay for concert tickets with Bitcoins. And then I would sit in the room and be like, okay, somebody explain to me what that is. And the room would fall silent.
And you were the youngest guy in the room, so you should know all that stuff.
If you can't explain it to me in an elevator pitch, it's not something that's viable.
Do you remember in the pandemic how NFTs we were all going to be an NFT society after the pandemic ended?
Yeah, I didn't exactly buy that one from the jump. Okay, I was good on that. I was gonna hold out on the NFT craze.
Like I think somebody bought the Red Hot Chili Peppers with an NFT somehow. I don't even know. Like
I don't know what that is either.
Did anybody I asked this on the hallway the other day to somebody I know here that knows a lot of rich people. I go, do you know anybody that got rich off Bitcoin? And they're like, and they thought about it for a minute. They're like, no. I go, I want to meet that Bitcoin millionaire.
I don't think that happened.
And I sit down with them and explain it to them, and then they give me some of their money. All right, so here we go. Finally. Gen Zers, the most trusted brands of Gen Zers. Oh, by the way, more on millennials is besides Bitcoin, Red Bull, also 5 Hour Energy, a lot of energy drinks, Fortnite, and Durex condoms.
This has to be the worst thing. Like, this entire list is ass.
That's really
the millennials suck.
Yeah, you make the millennials sound like a degenerate, which they are, but
I can imagine Bitcoin, Red Bull, and condoms.
That's the worst guy you know.
Yeah, I don't like what's happening there.
You stay in your mid-20s, Kenzie. Stay away from the millennials.
No kidding.
And finally, Gen Zers. So Kenzie guessed Uber, Lyft. Case guessed ChatGPT. So they're the youngest generation, the people under whatever, 28, 29. The most trusted. Do you want to give a secondary guess right now before I give it? Any of you guys?
No.
Okay. The most, because this is, you're like, oh, the most trusted brand is TikTok for Gen Zers.
The app that got banned because of poor privacy.
That's the one. That's it.
Okay.
But how many people do you see say, I get all my news from TikTok?
I work with Kenzie. I know somebody who does.
It's either MSN.
That is not true. You know I love MSN.com.
That's
How
right.
dare you?
Sorry.
Which makes
How
her a
dare
boomer,
you.
really. Kenzie's a boomer because she goes to MSN.
I get amazing stories. So you guys are like, how'd you find this? MSN.com, baby. I have the best stuff. You guys are a bunch of haters.
We're just not sure if MSN is true. We're not sure if it's real anymore. It might be like
right.
It might be like MSN.xxx or something.
It's my favorite. It's my favorite.
So Gen Zers love the TikTok. They trust that. Also, you're going to have to help me with this one. Duolingo.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
It's a language learning app.
Oh, that's right. I've heard those commercials. We ran them here.
In the same way that Rosetta Stone was Gen X, we're Duolingo.
And they trust that second most? Duolingo?
It's a great app. I would love to learn Spanish on it, but I haven't.
Haven't gotten to it.
Yeah.
So a couple more of the most trusted brands of Gen Zers. Twitch.
Okay.
So it's weird. Twitch comes up in conversations around here like every couple weeks, and I don't know if it's still really popular or it's dead.
I don't know. I get pitched a Q101 Twitch channel every few weeks, and I'm like, I don't know anything about it, guys. This feels like an endeavor that I'm just not ready for.
It's like mainly for video games.
Yeah.
That's what got it big, but there's all other things on there now. Like I did watch kids play Halo on it for a while, and I'm like, why am I doing this? But also Crocs, a big trusted brand for Gen Zers.
I can see that.
And Kenzie will have to help with this one. Maybe Case knows. Fenty Beauty. What the hell is that?
Fenty Beauty, what the hell is that?
He acted like he was reading it wrong. It's spelled phonetically.
Wait, Fenty?
Yeah, you're good. Fenty.
Fenty.
You acted like, I don't know about this word.
Fenty Beauty. What is that a brand? Is that like a makeup brand?
Yeah, it's a skincare, makeup, etc. It's Rihanna's brand, Fenty.
Oh, okay. I know that she made $1 billion from that. I just know what it was called. So Fenty Beauty. There you go.
That?
Those are the trusted brands of you.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Your local grocery store, the one you use, may be going away. So just give us a second on that one. Let's start by pouring one out for something else. It's very sad in food news today, as McDonald's and Krispy Kreme will end the donut partnership next month. First off, I can't think of a better phrase than donut partnership. I would like a donut partnership with any donut company. Now, the company said the deal has not been as profitable as expected for the donut chain, so it will end next week. So what it was they just had Krispy Kreme at McDonald's, and they're ending it. Here's my take on it, is that McDonald's is incredible for what they have. They already have this stuff with the sausage McMuffin with egg and the hash browns, and you can go on the little burritos.
No, keep going.
I can do the whole menu if you like.
Well, I'm not going to stop you.
And Krispy Kreme is awesome on their own right with their glazed donut. And they didn't need a partnership there. I think they thought, sometimes people say, like, let's get together. We're so alike, and, then it might be a good marriage. And then you get together and you realize that, I was pretty good alone,
What is this, Love Island? What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, McDonald's is going to be fine. Krispy Kreme's going to be fine. They just did. I think it was maybe a little confusing, people going through the drive-thru, because they didn't ask for Krispy Kreme donuts. They asked for a sausage McMuffin with egg, which is what I do. I get 3 of them.
You get 3 of them?
I get 3, 2 hash browns, and a large Coke. That's my breakfast order at McDonald's.
And you have that every day?
No.
Wait, you get 3 Krispy Kremes, 2 hash browns?
No. 3 sausage McMuffins with egg.
Oh, and 2
hash browns and 1 large Coke.
Why don't you just get 3 meals at that point? Why'd you go, you don't want only 2 hash browns?
Well,
What am I, unhealthy?
it gets confusing with the drink. And I say, I don't need the drink. I just need 1 drink if I do the meals.
Uh-huh.
And so I've tried to crunch the numbers on it. I can't make it work. So I just kind of say, give me 3 of those, 2 of those, a Coke, and there we go.
Do you do a sauce?
I will sometimes get the buffalo sauce on the side like I do with my quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah.
I got to say, if you're not on the McDonald's app, you are losing out. They give you so many points for everything. Every time I go, one of those sandwiches is free.
That's facts. And then when you go on the app, it'll tell you like a lot of times like the daily deal. So you're
Yes.
like, oh, today it's a buy one, get one on this or this. Yeah.
They might be the best with points as far as giving them to you for almost nothing. So get on that McDonald's app. I don't have a Krispy Kreme app. I don't know if they have what theirs is.
Well, there's nothing they do that's flawed, so I imagine their app is fantastic. I've always found Krispy Kreme to excel at the jelly donut in particular. But as a huge fan of Krispy Kreme and a huge fan of McDonald's, I did always find this partnership to be a little strange financially, because I live very close to a McDonald's, and when I take the bus into work every day, because I take the bus, there's a
I didn't know that.
It might have come up a time or two. There's a Krispy Kreme truck outside of McDonald's every morning when I'm getting on the bus delivering fresh donuts. And that doesn't seem cost effective. So I'm not surprised that this did not take off the way that they thought it would.
Yeah. Dodger Boy, who just played at Trivia, said, sounded like Brian was about to make an announcement about his marriage. He was talking so passionately about donuts and McDonald's breakfast. But I just think they're both going to be fine on their own. I think Krispy Kreme did it to get a little more profile to them, and to glom on the McDonald's.
I don't know if Krispy Kreme needs any help. I think they're their own strong independent donut brand.
Well, I don't know the facts, but somebody texted in and said 630 Krispy Kreme is not fine. They needed the partnership with McDonald's. So I don't know if Krispy Kreme is struggling right now or not. We could look.
Oh
at
my God! Do you think that they it was like a breakup? They're like, God, no. Please.
No. It's not you. It's me. I can change. I can change.
I can change. We'll do a chocolate drizzle.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Krispy Kreme is amazing, and McDonald's is amazing, and they're going to be fine by themselves. That's what's going to happen there. Oh man, we got to pour one out again. Oh my gosh, more food news.
Ryan, that's enough.
More food news. Well, I said your favorite local grocery store might be going away, and I know on the show we all love Marianos. I say Marianos, and Kenzie and Case always say it's Marianos.
Well, the rest of the world also says Marianos.
It's my Midwest A. Marianos.
Yeah, Kenzie and I are big Southerners over here.
Yeah.
you Pacific Northwesterners. So 3 suburban Marianos are going to shutter as part of Kroger's nationwide closures because Kroger owns Marianos, and they said they're going to close 60 stores over the next 18 months. So here's the 3 that might be yours. This is sad, but there's a good news at the end of it. So Buffalo Grove, that's at Half Day Road. That's 450 West Half Day Road. That one's closing. These are closing, I believe, by the end of summer.
Yeah, Buffalo Grove is closing August 8th, and then the next 2 that you'll mention close August 15th and August 22nd, respectively.
That's Bloomingdale and Glenview West, because there's another one in Glenview. So that's actually in Northbrook, the Glenview West one, technically, because they're right on the border there. So those are all closing in August, and it's a bummer. Now, they are saying all the employees will be offered, all of them, will be offered jobs at other locations. So, I mean, that does suck a little bit because then your commute, and then you go like, I got to go over here now. But at least everybody's got a job.
Hey,
which is
you got to go over here now?
That's what I would do in that situation. I got to go over here now? I got to go over here? So, at least all are going to have jobs. That's what's important.
If they can figure out where they got to go now.
Well,
have a job over here now?
Oh, my God. What, it's over here? What am I going to do? My car's used to going this way. Now it's over here.
I got to go over here now.
Oh, my God.
What the hell? I knew where I was going before.
When does it end? I got to go over here? What if I have to go over there now?
That's terrible. Terrible situation. I know my ride. I know over here. Now I got to go over here
I
now?
got to go over here now? What am I going to do over here?
All right, so Buffalo Grove, Bloomingdale, Glenview West, those Marianos are closing, sadly, but everybody will have a job. Just part of a nationwide closure of some of them. When that big merger didn't go through, basically all the grocery stores being under one umbrella, that didn't go through. Okay, finally, something that's not a pour one out. Stop that damn music. Pour one out. This is actually good news. Red Lobster, the CEO has announced that they've revamped the menu with plenty under $20. Now, we poured one out for Red Lobster a year ago. They were having problems because of the bottomless shrimp.
Endless shrimp.
Endless shrimp.
Please, put some respect on it.
Bottomless fries at Red Robin, endless shrimp at Red Lobster that almost bankrupt the company.
Yeah, baby.
Now, unlimited shrimp may still be off the menu, they're saying, but the 7 new dishes and 3 new cocktails have been added. I know Kenzie's excited about the happy hour at Red Lobster.
I'm very excited about the happy hour at Red Lobster.
Because they have $5 margaritas, but I also...
Okay.
Yeah, forget about it. Kenzie's going to...
God, that sounds like I'm drunk already, doesn't it?
It really does. This right here tells me that Kenzie's going to be drunk by 7 tonight at Red Lobster.
Give me some.
A sangria flight.
Let's go.
A flight of different
go.
sangrias. Holy crap.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and some tremendous items of, again, plenty under $20 to get on the menu because they revamped. They need to refresh.
I hate when places don't have a happy hour. Everybody should have a happy hour. We've forgotten how happy that hour is as a nation.
As a nation.
Yes.
I could be wrong, and maybe servers out there, restaurant owners can remind me of this, that in Illinois, it's possibly illegal to have special prices for a certain hour period. This law changed after happy hours were already going. And then they said you can still call it happy hour and have lower prices, but those prices must be offered the rest of the day too, and people just don't know it because they think it's happy hour pricing. I cannot, if there's a server, somebody who works at a restaurant or server expert out there.
I don't think so, because I've gone to plenty of places where there's lunch menus.
Yeah, but I guess if you ask for that at like 4 p.m, they'll still have to give it to you, that price.
Huh.
I don't
So I
know.
could tell the waiter, listen, you son of a bitch, give me.
That's what you
This
should do.
margarita's gonna be $5. I know it's 11. Guess what? This margarita's $5 today.
You have to do it with that tone to get an appropriate response to getting your whatever your turkey wrap.
Your happy hour turkey wrap?
You look me in the eyes, you son of a bitch. This is $2 less, and you know it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Now let's settle the fact-checking of the Red Lobster having a new happy hour promotion. I brought up that I think Illinois has a law with happy hour saying that they have to offer those prices all day long because the concept was if you have a happy hour, people go there to get low-priced drinks, get loaded, and then they end up driving drunk. So the happy hour promotion you can have, but you have to offer those prices all the time. For example, Kenzie wants her turkey wrap at 4 p.m. and a lunch special. I think you can do that. A lot of different responses from people that work in the service industry are experts on the phones and text line. Kenzie, what do you got on the text line?
708 texted in and said at Cooper's Hawk, we call it wine o'clock and only serve from 3 to 5:30 Monday through Friday.
Wait, 3 to 5:30? You can start drinking wine at 3 for a good price?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, why not?
You find me a better time.
That's a good time to start drinking wine.
Oh, yeah.
3 o'clock.
Well, you just keep it going throughout the day, and then before you know it, it's nighttime.
Yeah.
It's bedtime.
And then they have awesome food there, too, so you can just then eat dinner after.
Yes.
After you just drink pure wine from 3 to
So
5:30.
I don't know what the law is, but I damn sure know Cooper's got wine o'clock, so whatever.
Well, there's different answers here. Pierce checked in and said worked in the food service industry for 15 years. Brian's right. Illinois does have a happy hour for alcohol since 2014. They can still do a happy hour for food.
Oh, okay, that makes sense because the sushi place that I like, not to sound bougie, but the sushi place that I like has a happy hour that I quite enjoy. And that happy hour goes until 6 p.m., which is a good deal.
What is the deal?
That it's cheaper.
You don't know the difference?
It's cheaper. That's all I know. I'm
Okay.
saving money.
Well,
they got a whole happy hour menu. I come in there at 5 o'clock. I'm ready to down some sushi.
but just like the drinks, you're eating more probably, and you're probably spending more than you would. You understand?
No. Say that again?
It's not all you can eat, is it?
No.
So it's cheaper, but then you're probably eating more because it's cheaper.
I don't get suckered into that like you do. I still am able to control what I eat. It's just at a cheaper cost.
The problem is Brian sees everything as he has zero self-control. Like Brian
That's true.
Brian possesses a 0% self-control rating.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
That's my rating.
No.
That's it.
And that's why when he was like, I don't get it. Like, if you have a drink, now you have to be wasted. Like, so it's like, oh, the food's a deal. You have to buy 800 of them.
Yeah, I don't buy more food because it's cheaper. I get the same amount of food and then I save money.
What the hell's wrong with you? That's stupid. I am an all or nothing kind of guy.
Yeah, you are.
People often say you want to go out for a beer. I go, no. But if you want to go out for 7, let's go.
That's good.
But I can wait a while. I don't need to have the beer a day. I can have 7 and let's get my drink.
7 a day.
I can do that.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Head to headlines. We'll have the results in a second to which headline you choose for us to break down to you. You decide the content. So headline 1 was, man allegedly admitted to killing neighbors at nudist resort over a hot dog. Detective testifies. And headline number 2 was, man gets stuck in chimney while trying to get his dog out of a locked building. Now, I think when we hear the results, because I know it was close, but headline 2 takes it. And I think you'd think, how could that be? Well, I think people think that headline 1 describes everything that happened. Because you could easily think about, I could at times. I've had certainly some very bad thoughts when I'm wronged on a hot dog. So I think people realize this is a really open and shut case. That the man killed his neighbors over a hot dog. The nudist resort part.
That's interesting.
The nudist resort part is kind of interesting to know how that played out, but we're not going to hear about it. We're scrubbing that from the internet right now. Case, you're taking that out right now?
Yes, it's gone.
On your Netscape Navigator program to take it all out?
On my Netscape Navigator program, I have just deleted headline 1 from the internet.
So
That's exactly what I just did.
So here we go. Man gets stuck in chimney while trying to get his dog out of a locked building. And I'm like Kenzie on this one. I get anxiety just thinking about being stuck in a chimney right now. I can't even know if I can get to the story. But here's what happened. Bristol, Connecticut. Firefighters had to rescue a man who got stuck in the chimney of a Connecticut Parks building while trying to retrieve his dog from a bathroom when the doors automatically locked for the night. There's a little bit to unpack there right away. The bathroom doors automatically lock at night in this Parks building. I don't like that.
Okay, wait a minute.
I don't like that.
Park okay.
So it's a park building. There's bathrooms in there. They lock automatically at night.
Okay.
Somehow his dog was in there after 10 o'clock. Dogs should not be out
And he
after.
wasn't?
He was not. His dog was out. Must have, I don't know, snuck out to go.
Had to go to the bathroom?
We'll find out as we get through the story.
Okay.
I think it's evil to have bathrooms lock at night in a place like that. Because when you're driving and you can't get anywhere and then you have to go to the bathroom and you're still 45 minutes from home, I go to a Parks building and go to the bathroom.
They probably do it for safety.
yeah,
so, like,
from
like
Brian.
Yeah, right. But probably because I would immediately, if it was late at night, I'd be uncomfortable going in there because there could easily be a guy just standing in the women's bathroom, not daylight, no one else is around.
But would you go to a bathroom at 10 at night in the park anyway?
No, because I would think it'd be dangerous.
Right, correct. So if I have to go to the bathroom, I don't think there's any tomfoolery going on in there, something bad, something shady. I just got to go to the bathroom.
So you think it should be use at your own risk? That's
That's
what you're
right.
saying.
Put that sign out front.
You have to sign a waiver before you go in the Parks building.
I'm fine. If they have a person out front, I'll sign the waiver. Anything you want. Police were called Sunday morning to Rockwell Park in Bristol for a burglary complaint and were told by park employees that someone was in the chimney. Probably something they hadn't heard before. Also, these little park buildings have a fireplace in there in the bathroom for ambiance? Why does it have a chimney?
Maybe he was just breaking into the building in general to then get to the bathrooms. Because what bathroom did the chimney lead to?
I just can't believe there's a chimney in a Parks building.
Why was his dog in the bathroom with that?
I know you want that answer. I know you want that answer.
I'm having a hard time unpacking this.
I can tell you we'll get there by the end. I think you might find out.
Do not all buildings have chimneys?
No.
Okay. I've never looked. I've never thought about it. I just assumed
Do you have a chimney case?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Well,
I think you would know if you had a chimney.
Do you have a fireplace?
No, but there's a room in my building. I live in an apartment building. There's a room in my building with a fireplace.
Is it a faux fireplace or a real fire? You don't need a chimney.
I haven't looked that close. I just saw fire. I didn't investigate.
So
because you can buy those cute you know what I mean, like those gas ones, or you don't need a chimney.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems counterproductive to Santa's whole thing. I would want a chimney just for the gifts.
Here's what you do today. You stop at Home Depot on the way home. Well, I drive you home, so we'll stop there.
Well, there's one across the street from the salt shed. Let's go there.
Okay, we'll go down to Home Depot.
I'm helping you out.
That's the North Avenue one, 24 hours a day. It's incredible. Then we'll go get some firewood. We'll go to your apartment building, and no matter what, we're throwing those logs on fire into the fireplace in the lounge in your high-rise building, and then we'll see what happens.
I love it.
See, we'll just do
He's
it.
not gonna love it when he gets kicked out of his apartment, but okay.
I'm moving next week anyways.
Oh, F him.
All right, so police were called. Someone was in the chimney. Firefighters responded to the scene and got the man out after having to remove parts of the chimney and building, causing $20,000 worth of damage to this little Parks building. I know. That's why you don't put fireplaces in Parks building. These guys are idiots in Connecticut. The Bristol man, who was not injured, was arrested and charged with burglary, trespassing, and criminal mischief. He was released on bond. He has to appear in court July 4th weekend, July 7th. That's terrible.
Oh, God, what an awful... That's like an act of terror right there.
Let the guy blow off some fireworks after he was caught in a chimney.
Jesus, what are you going to send him to Guantanamo next? Oh, my
I don't
God.
know if burglary is fair. If he was trying to break in to save his dog, they're going to charge him with burglary?
Yeah.
What was he going to steal? Firewood? It was a Parks building.
It shouldn't have had a fireplace, by the way. I want to keep bringing that point up. They should not have a fireplace.
Was there a Rolex store inside? What are they going to steal?
It's like at the airport, there's like a Rolex store in there.
What are they talking about?
It's next to an Auntie Anne's.
Oh, my gosh. The man got stuck in the flue of the chimney of Mrs. Rockwell's Pavilion, a building named after the beneficiary of the park. Boy, how much money did Mrs. Rockwell have?
I bet there's a complicated legacy to that family.
I think there's a controversy section on Wikipedia of Mrs. Rockwell.
Okay, so Mrs. Rockwell was related to Albert Rockwell, and...
That's a rich last name.
Yeah.
Rockwell?
Wait,
Okay.
What's the first name of her?
I don't know her. I just know I'm on a Wikipedia page for Albert Rockwell, who's related to Rockwell Park, which is what you just mentioned. And Albert Rockwell, there's a politics section on his Wikipedia. That can never be good. That is not good. Oh, my God, he's the founder of the Yellow Taxi Cab Company?
Oh, God, how much money did this guy
That's
have?
a lot of money.
Oh, my God, they sneeze more money than you'll ever make in your life.
Good Lord. That's why it had a fire. Now I get it. Because rich people love fireplaces
like
in every
Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah, like every room has to have a fireplace, so they put one in the damn park building.
Every room. Founder of the Yellow Taxi Cab Company and president of the American Silver Company and owner of Marlin Firearms, which manufactured Marlin Rockwell machine guns and automatic rifles during the First World War.
Wow.
What were my ancestors doing? Son of a bitch, you guys.
You missed out on another billionaire, Kenzie. Another one you missed out on.
What were they doing? Making tortillas? Come on.
That's what they were doing. Making
Son
tortillas.
Of a bitch, you guys.
Listen, tortillas are delicious. Wait, the American Silver Company that just made silver?
Yeah.
They had so much money, they sat around and goes, let's just make some silver bars with all this money we have.
And that's after they made taxi money and machine gun money.
Like they could. Why did I keep working?
Because that's how you become a billionaire as opposed to just being a millionaire. They kept working.
Nutcracker.
On top of that, now I understand. This is why we do these stories. We get to it. That's why there's a damn fireplace and a chimney in a Parks building. Because rich people, that's what they think. There's a chimney and a fireplace in every room.
Now, what happened to the dog?
Oh, yeah. Let's get to the dog. First off, to answer Quincy's first question when we started getting this story, it's not clear how the dog got stuck in the bathroom at 10 at night or how long the man was stuck in the chimney.
You gonna ask him?
They're not saying that. Well, the news reporter did a poor job of AP. Poor job, AP.
Shame on you.
Asking the real questions.
What if he was there for 12 hours in a chimney? Think about that for a second.
You know that movie with James Franco, what is 127 hours? It was like a version of it.
And he cuts his arm off. Why didn't this guy have enough bravery to cut his arm off to get out of the chimney?
And, well, didn't he make a phone call? Why didn't he just make it earlier?
Can you imagine if your phone, you can't reach it? Like
But he had to call him. I don't think they just found him.
I don't know. It doesn't say how they found him or how they knew what was going on. But they did tear apart that chimney, and Mrs. Rockwell's pissed.
She's not going to be happy.
You know who's probably annoyed? The dog. First, I get stuck in a bathroom. Second, you can't get your ass down the chimney. Didn't win the owner lottery, did he?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
Well, first, let's get to what's happening with The Bear. It drops tonight at 7 o'clock on Hulu. All 10 episodes.
Yay.
Finally here. But in a way, it's like, wow, it's already here. Not just finally here, but it feels like it happened too quick. I'm going to have to binge the last couple episodes of season 3 today to get caught up.
I thought you said you were done.
I lied.
You
I got
lied?
it. I lied yesterday.
Why did you lie about that?
I don't know. I just felt embarrassed to say I wasn't caught up.
Did you think we weren't going to remember?
I just kind of forgot. You know what I mean?
You forgot you lied?
I forgot I lied. Thanks for calling me out on that.
Well, I'm sorry. I just remember you saying you finished the show. Oh, my God.
It's weird when people hammer you
Lie?
for shows that are no.
No, it's not weird when people lie.
No, the lying thing's fine.
It's weird when we do it because we don't really do that around here. That's kind of not this show. It's weird that you lied to us.
I
What
lied
a weird thing to lie about.
because I'm embarrassed that I wasn't caught up on The Bear. And I'm about 3 episodes left
Okay.
of season 3.
So 3 hours.
Nah, it's like more like about 2:15 because they're not like full hours. So we'll get that done, and then I'll see the episode. You know what? I don't do this very often. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry I lied.
What? Did you say I'm sorry?
I did. I know. I only do it when I know I'm wrong. And I realize now that I know I was wrong to lie about that. Something as big as The Bear. I was just embarrassed when people say like, oh, yeah, the season was great. I go, yeah, it was. So that's what I said.
But that's what you do for Stranger Things, too.
I'm behind on Stranger Things, but I haven't lied that I...
Behind on it?
That's right.
Brian, by the way, we saw a thing on the news this morning for Squid Game Season 3, and Brian goes, Season 3? I didn't know there was a Season 2!
No, I knew there was a season 2. I didn't know there was a season 3, and I haven't seen season 2 yet. Kenzie,
What they did with season 2 is people are kind of mad about it because it wasn't a resolution thing. So basically, season 2 and 3 are almost like season 2, part 1, part 2. It kind of left like a click. They didn't finish the Squid Game. So people are like, F off. We waited years and you split the season in half. So that's what's going on with it. That's why it's out so soon. It was all filmed together.
That's what Sopranos last season did. That's what The Walking Dead's multiple seasons do. And then there's like 36 episodes in a season. Just make a season. 12 episodes max.
Yeah, and you still wouldn't watch that. So
I mean, 36 episodes in like a season, which is a multiple season. I'm going to have a heart attack thinking about that. Which is why I shouldn't have a heart attack about The Bear. It should have been easy to get through, and I just got sidetracked.
But how is 36 episodes in one season different than 12 episodes across 3 seasons?
Because I can
and
finish.
you're watching none of them, so I don't know why.
Let's live in the world where Brian's going to watch it.
No, it makes me. I can finish a season if it's a real season. I can't finish 36 episodes of a season.
But I don't understand the difference because you're not watching one season at a time.
I've watched season 1 of The Bear. I've watched season 2 of The Bear. I'm just halfway through, a little more than halfway through season 3 of The Bear.
Wait, what's the show that has 36 episodes in a season? Is that Walking Dead?
Walking Dead had one of those. They had a double
You
thing.
watched all those.
I did watch all those.
That's a show that you watched all of it. You don't know what you won't watch.
I don't know what I want. I'm sorry I lied about The
These
Bear
are
yesterday.
bad examples from coming from you. I love you. God bless.
I need you to explain to me the difference between one season that's 36 episodes and 3 seasons that are 12 episodes each. Tell me what the difference is in your mind.
Because mentally I can knock out a season, but I can't if it's 3 seasons of episodes in one season. Why don't you understand that?
Because you were mad at Squid Games for splitting it up, which is now what you're saying you'd prefer.
And I didn't even catch up on season 2 yet. Did
I
you
know,
watch?
but yeah, exactly. You're saying, oh, they shouldn't have done that. And then you're now saying that you actually hate long seasons.
I understand what you're saying.
Which one do you prefer? Just tell me what you know. I understand that you're lying a lot right now, but which one do you actually prefer? It's fine. We'll forget everything else you said.
Thank you. I want 10 episodes in a season, and that's it.
Okay.
Then have another season, like Squid Games is kind of doing, like you said.
We'll throw out the other stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Let's
I
just
don't-
get
I don't
to
want-
what you
yeah.
actually want.
Was Squid
Okay.
Game season 2 good? Did you see that? Because I know you liked it like I did.
No, it's on my list.
So, okay, so did you lie about that or no?
No,
No, I've never lied about it.
I'm looking for a I'm looking for a co-conspirator.
No, I'm finishing White Lotus season 3, which I've been very honest about. And,
I'm done with that. I saw that.
That's good. Thank you for being honest.
I won't lie
That's
anymore.
on my list.
Sorry, there's a lot of pressure with shows.
Now, Maddie on the text line is saying that Walking Dead only has 16 episodes per season.
That's a lie.
That's a lie?
The last one,
You can't handle the truth.
the last one had I think 26, not 30. I over exaggerated the 34. I think it was like 26 episodes. Love you, Maddie.
Now, what about a sitcom that has 22 episodes in the season? What does that do for you?
I don't want that. I want one season.
But
with 10
Entourage had
episodes.
a million. All the shows that you like have a bunch of episodes. Sopranos, Walking Dead, Entourage are your 3 favorite shows.
What a life you've lived. Those are your 3 favorite shows.
And they all have a
good
bunch
life.
of episodes.
Wait.
Let's go. Let's see how many episodes Entourage has a season.
Okay.
And maybe the first season may be an outlier. Like they may have done shorter, so keep an eye on
Because they
it.
probably thought, who's going to watch this
Who's
show?
gonna watch
And then
this?
Brian was like, me.
Yeah, keep it coming. Keep the seasons coming.
Keep these nice long seasons. I'll watch on it.
Oh man, my computer froze up, Case.
Your computer froze in 2003?
Okay, don't lie about that too.
What do you mean your computer froze up?
I just put Entourage episodes by season, and I can't get the number.
Oh my God,
Case,
that's
do you see the
humiliating.
episode numbers or
I
no?
gotta pull up my IMDb app, which is next to my CNN app. Give me 1 second
Why do you
here.
have to pull up an app? Just Google it.
I don't think that's how that works. Episode guide, season 1 had
8 episodes.
8 episodes in season 1.
Yeah,
Hold
mine
on,
just.
see if the others were longer.
Season 2 had 14.
That's okay because they were only 20 minutes, about 25-minute episodes. So 14 episodes is okay.
Season 3 had 20.
See,
Again, it's a half-hour show.
Okay. Season 4 had 12.
Yep, back to normal.
Back to normal. Season 5 had 12.
Yep.
Season 6 had 12.
Right.
Season
how weird was the 20 outlier? What was going on there?
I guess they had a lot to say in Entourage.
Good
Season
Lord.
7, which is the flawed season with Sasha Grey, only had 10 episodes. And then season 8, the final season, had 8 episodes. Entourage was all over the place.
Well, season 2 was Queens Boulevard, so they had a lot of a good arc of the
What was the
storylines there.
flawed season? What happened?
That's when Vince gets depressed and he starts dating Sasha Grey. I'm not.
Is that the porn star?
That is the porn star.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think about Entourage? Do those seasons work for you?
Yeah, they work. They're fine.
Okay.
The Bear's a little longer, like other seasons, like Game of Thrones, are hour episodes. The Bear, close to an hour, sometimes 40 minutes. So, I don't even know. So all 10.
You have no. Just why are you trying to make a point you don't?
Because I didn't watch all the Bear, and I want people to think I'm cool when I saw it all.
You don't have to have something to say about everything.
Yes, I do.
Like you don't. You're like trying to find a point. I slightly over exaggerated the F. Oh my God!
I'm sorry I lied. And
I kept lying.
Season 3, I didn't keep lying. Season 3 will be finished before tonight at 7 when all 10 episodes of The Bear Season 4 drop tonight on Hulu. And that's a nice package of episodes.
It's at 7 o'clock. The Bear comes out tonight. That's on Hulu.
In the Season 4 trailer, Carmi seems to realize that he needs to adjust his attitude if he wants to keep his staff members happy, which was expected from what happened in Season 3 up until the point what I saw. I'll see the last 3 episodes. I'll stream right easily
Are
into
you gonna
Season 4.
watch those tonight?
Yes. I'll watch
Brian?
everything. Yes. Can we all agree to watch episode 1?
Of season 4.
Just episode 1.
Tonight?
Yes, we can talk about it tomorrow at this time.
I can do that.
Okay.
Brian.
I got to watch
look at
4
us.
episodes. I got to watch the last 3 of 3 and then that.
You have to watch 4 episodes tonight.
Or can I just jump right in with 4 and skip the last 3 episodes?
Well,
I think you should wrap up the season. Okay. Look at me.
No, I don't want to look at you.
because it's such a good story, you might as well watch watch the last 3 of season 3 before you take a nap. And then you'll wake up, you'll do all your work, you'll pick up your daughter from daycare, and then you and your 2.5-year-old daughter can sit down and watch season 4 of The Bear tonight.
Well, she's in daycare until 5 o'clock. I mean, you'll get home at the latest by what, 12:30?
Yeah, but I need a nap.
He needs a nap. Kenzie, he's been coughing at night. He hasn't been getting the normal amount of sleep he's been getting lately. He needs a nap.
Okay, enough of putting my business on the street.
If you can't tell from this conversation, Brian needs a nap.
Okay.
There's lies straight for the morning.
There's no more lies. From now, listen, this has been honest for almost 7 years of this show. That was the first lie I told on this show.
Ryan, stop lying.
That's the first lie. That's
You're
the
like an
first.
addict.
That's the first lie. I just want to be cool like everybody else. I'm caught up on the bear. I'm not caught up on the bear.
When are you going to watch Stranger Things?
Well, I think they pushed off the next new season again for another year because Joe is doing so well with his music career
Okay.
back in Chicago. So I got time with Stranger Things. Bear got to do it tonight. All right, here we go. Who wants NASCAR tickets? I'm not going to lie anymore. I'm giving away. I lied once in 7 years.
You lied like 3 times during that break.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.